Loretta Neuman has been active in preservation for more than half a century. On both the local and national level, she has been involved with organizations dedicated to preserving a full spectrum of sites and causes.
Somebody just says to you, Loretta is working on something, or Loretta wants to talk to you about something, everybody knows who that is. It's Loretta Neuman, and she is just that dedicated, and there's so many different causes that she's been involved in, and so many organizations that she's either helped found or been a part of also.
Born and raised in Oklahoma, Loretta attended Oklahoma State University studying English. After college, she moved east to Washington, D.C., eventually landing a job with the National Park Service in 1969 as a writer and editor.
It opened my eyes. There was a lot going on at the time in the city. The Southwest urban renewal was going on. I was saddened when I saw that they had taken out all these old buildings to put in this new stuff. And something in me struck a chord, and I don't know, I didn't know enough to be able, I certainly wasn't old enough or in a position to do anything about it.
In 1973, Loretta joined the staff of Congressman John F. Seiberlin of Ohio, a member of the House Interior Committee that oversees the Department of Interior and the National Park Service. Here, Loretta worked on legislation concerning the Pennsylvania Avenue Development Corporation and the establishment of the Historic Preservation Fund.
The Pennsylvania Avenue Development Corporation came under the Parks Subcommittee, and I got to know all of the issues dealing with, what the planning was about, and I was appalled that I thought they were going to come in and save all these wonderful historic buildings along Pennsylvania Avenue, and instead their planning was to wipe most of them out. They weren't saving very much. They were not even planning to save the Willard Hotel. That's how bad it was. And I took that on, and I went to Congressman Seiberlin, and I said, this is terrible, we've got to do something. And we worked hard to save the Willard Hotel. And it took a lot. It really was not an easy task.
While working for the National Park Subcommittee, she drafted the bill that became the National Historic Preservation Act Amendments of 1980. It provided new tools to fund and protect historic properties around the nation.
We just have to take care of these places. People used to give up too easy. They would see something was in bad shape and say, oh God, you can't say that. Oh, there's a lot you can do with old buildings and fix them up without mutilating them.
She also created the provision that established the National Building Museum within the Pension Building, assuring this historic landmark's preservation and continued use.
I would say that Loretta is hands down the most energetic person that I know. I mean, she is indefatigable. She works all the time. She works from morning until late at night. She works on weekends. She works on vacations. She's got an enormous amount of energy. And combining with the energy, she always has a smile on her face. She is the best humored person that I know. She's a pleasure to work with. And I just love that woman.
Loretta moved to Tacoma in early 1970s and brought her passion for preservation to the neighborhood. In 1976, she helped spark community input to plans for the development around the proposed Tacoma Metro Station. In 1979, she co-founded Historic Tacoma, Inc., and worked to get the heart of the Tacoma neighborhood designated as a historic district. Understanding the need for stronger city legislation, Loretta also lobbied for the passage of the DC Historic Landmark and Historic District Protection Act of 1978.
And that she's made the people of the neighborhood, people like me, people like my neighbors that I grew up with and their children, feel like we really are a part of the running of the city. We're really a part of the government. I've never felt that way before. I never felt that way before her.
The successful struggle to save the Tacoma Theater exemplifies Loretta's unwavering perseverance in the cause of preservation. For more than 40 years, she has turned back threats to this historic venue, helping found the Tacoma Theater Arts Project and co-founding the Tacoma Theater Conservancy. The theater now houses medical offices for Children's National Medical Center.
She's extremely tenacious, if you want to know a quality. She does not give up. And what she has been able to do is serving us right now very, very well. Because We have the small area plan, we have the historic district, we have the theater saved. We have a lot that I don't think we would have had. I really don't.
Another of Loretta's passions is the Civil War defenses of Washington. This ring of fortifications protected the nation's capital throughout the war, but especially during the Battle of Fort Stevens in July 1864. In 2008, Loretta helped create the Alliance to Preserve the Civil War Defenses of Washington. Through the Alliance, she has initiated many tours and commemorative events to educate the public about the local history of the war. Loretta is a mainstay of many national and local preservation organizations. For over 40 years, she has been an active member of the Committee of 100 on the Federal City. She has also served on the DC Preservation League Board of Trustees and the DC Historic Districts Coalition, as well as other coalitions, councils, and associations.
I am a joiner. If you look on my bio, you'll see there's all these organizations I'm either a member of or I formed. I've probably created more new organizations than most anybody. I know that if you can get more people together and work together on something, you can accomplish more than just trying to do it yourself. And plus, I find it enjoyable. Plus, I get to make new friends. And that's what's happened over the years.
Loretta Neuman continues to be a pillar of national and local preservation efforts. Her contributions have been essential to historic preservation's growth and success as a civil movement. It can truthfully be said that Washington would have a different appearance without her.